Hello everyone and welcome back to CarWale. I'm Bilal and this is the new generation Land Rover Range Rover Sport. Introduced globally in May this year, this is the third gen model and today we're getting up close and personal with it to tell you what puts the Sport in the Range Rover Sport. So before we begin, you know the drill. It's like, share and subscribe to the CarWale YouTube channel. As I mentioned earlier, this is the third generation of the Range Rover Sport. The first one came out in the mid 2000s as a smaller, sportier alternative to the full-size Range Rover. It gained immense popularity and after almost 10 years, the second generation was introduced in 2013 and that too was on sale for almost a decade. This third generation Range Rover Sport broke covers in May this year. It still is the second most expensive model in the Range Rover lineup. Now currently the Range Rover Sport is offered here in India in 4 versions. It's the Dynamic SE, the Dynamic HSE, there's Autobiography and the Range Topic, but in limited numbers, the first edition model. What we have here is the Dynamic HSE done up in this beautiful and gorgeous looking Firenze red. Underpinning the new Range Rover Sport is the same MLA Flex modular longitudinal platform as the bigger Range Rover. The newer gen model is 67 mm more in length compared to the older generation. The wheelbase is up by 74 mm and the height is increased by 17 mm over the outgoing model. In terms of styling, the new Range Rover Sport follows Land Rover's newest design philosophy, which pays more precedence to the minimalistic approach rather than being flamboyant. Yet the Range Rover Sport can garner attention like no other. With its clean squarish proportions, imposing dimensions and flush lines, the simplicity in the way the sheet metal is rendered along with its majestic stance surely makes it one of the most attractive looking premium SUVs in the market today. You can easily imagine affluent football players or their wives and girlfriends or celebrities from Sunset Boulevard arriving on the red carpet in the new Range Rover Sport, and that speaks about its street persona. For those who like attention to detail, here are more facts about the new Sport. You get a digital LED headlamp here in the HSE trim of this Range Rover with new age image projection technology. It sits on 22-inch dark satin finished wheels which won't look out of place in an art museum. At the back, you have the sleekest LED tail lamp setup you would find in such an imposing SUV, and the dual paint in the blacked out roof not only make it look sporty but also grand. You also get soft closing doors here. As for the paint scheme, Land Rover has provided this SUV with multiple choices depending on the version you are buying. And of course, it can be configured to individual tastes with various personalization choices. Now compared to the second generation Range Rover Sport, which look more masculine and handsome, this one, it looks more majestic and it has a more regal appeal to it. And if you like the bigger Range Rover or the new Velar as well, the new Range Rover Sport would surely make you go wow. So, but what do you think about the design of the new Range Rover Sport? Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. Now, all modern Land Rovers, they have phenomenal cabins, be it the quality of materials, the design, the ergonomics, or the technology they have on offer. And this new Range Rover Sport, it seems to have taken things up a notch. You get an all-digital, highly configurable driver's display, and ahead of it, the new steering wheel appears to be designed sleekly in comparison to the hefty, large chunk seen on the older one. The steering on this Range Rover also gets feather touch buttons, making it more elegant, and it appears easy to use as well. Even the center console now has a floating 13-inch screen which is more stacked atop here rather than integrated inside the dashboard as with the previous gen model. Then this screen also has an inherent curved layout which is only felt when you touch the different section of the screen. It gets the newest iteration of the PV Pro interface, which is much simpler and easier to navigate, and also gives out all the information you would ever need and then some more. There are no less than 4 circular knobs below the touchscreen, 2 for the AC, 1 for the volume control, and 1 which ejects out from the center console is for the drive modes. This would bring joy to those who still prefer good old physical buttons in their cars for that tactile feel rather than putting everything inside the touchscreen. Now we all know that to enjoy the second row comfort or the opulence, you have to get the bigger Range Rover. And the Range Rover Sport, it's best enjoyed from there, the driver's seat. But here we are in the second row, and thanks to the newer platform, you get a longer wheelbase, and that translates into a bigger cabin room here. You get ample headroom, ample leg room, and you also get some vanity features such as rear reclining electrical seats, which wasn't the case before. You also get cup holders, armrest, space for 3 here, a large panoramic sunroof, and if you spend some more, you can get additional vanity features such as additional 2-zone climate control and a rear screen here. The large panoramic sunroof also makes the ambience here as lavish as you would experience in a luxurious airliner. Even the seats offer both heated and ventilated function and can be reclined electrically to get the utmost comfort out of it. But the second row seats don't get the massage function you get in the bigger Range Rover. Now lastly, at 835 litres, the boot space of the Range Rover Sport is almost 55 litres more than the previous generation model. And speaking of the previous generation model, it was also available with a third row, which is not the case with the newer generation model. So it's only available with 2 rows and 5 seating configuration. But it also means a humongous boot with a full-size spare wheel underneath it, and you also get electric seats, electric folding seats, which can be operated right from here. This brings us to the equipment and hardware the Range Rover Sport has on offer. For the HSE Dynamic trim that we have here, the feature list includes digital headlamps with image projection, 22-inch wheels, heated and auto-dimming ORVMs, and soft closing doors. On the inside, the front seats for this SUV get 22-way adjustment with massage along with heated and ventilated function, 4-zone climate control, a heads-up display, premium 23-speaker Meridian sound system with noise cancellation technology, a wireless charger, panoramic sunroof, configurable cabin lights, a 360-degree camera with 3D function, AI-enabled voice commands, and a cabin air purification Pro air purifier. Of course, you have many add-on equipments which can be opted for at the time of purchase, and that includes everything from SV spec floor mats to refrigerator compartment, a hot cold climate pack, or even a domestic plug. There's also something called Clearsight interior rearview mirror, which changes the IRVM into a rear camera display. As for the car's safety features, the Range Rover Sport offers emergency braking, front and rear parking sensors, Clearsight ground view, cruise control, off-road cruise control, driver condition monitor, lane keep assist, and traffic sign recognition as standard across the range. It also has remote park assist function. In the global NCAP test, the new gen Range Rover Sport has also secured full 5 stars. This being a Land Rover, there's also off-road focused hardware like water weight sensing with capacity of up to 900 mm. There's clever 4x4, off-road adaptive cruise control, torque vectoring along with e-diff for better cornering, adaptive dampers to control body movements, and of course launch control. With the new Range Rover Sport, the British car maker is now offering a wide range of powertrain choices. Internationally, you have the petrol, diesel, mild hybrid, and even a plug-in hybrid option. Here in India, we get a 3-litre turbo diesel making close to 350 horsepower and a healthy 700 Newton meter. It is capable of hitting 0 to 100 km per hour in a time of just 5.9 seconds and has a top speed of 234 km per hour. With its off-road credentials, the Range Rover Sport has special off-road geometry with impressive approach angle, departure angle, and ramp angle, specially helped by air suspension, which can increase or decrease the height at a touch of a button. What's more, the Range Rover Sport also gets all-wheel steering to mask its weight both on-road and along the beaten path, but this comes as an optional extra. Pricing for the new gen Land Rover Range Rover Sport starts at 1.64 crore rupees for the Dynamic SE trim. The one we have here, the Dynamic HSE, is priced at 1.71 crore rupees. If you opt for the autobiography, it will set you back by 1.81 crore rupees, while the range topping first edition costs 1.84 crore rupees. All prices are ex-showroom across India and before individual personalization. Now at this price point, the Range Rover Sport, it comes as a very good looking alternative to the other premium SUVs like the Mercedes-Benz G-Class, the Porsche Cayenne. You can also look at the BMW X7 or its sportier sibling, the X5M. It can also be an alternative to the Audi's Q8 or the Italian Maserati Levante. But what the Range Rover Sport offers, it's the quintessential British motoring with handsome and gorgeous looks. It has all the features you could expect from this price point and some more. We can't wait to get behind the wheel and tell you how the Range Rover Sport performs on the road. That's all from this video. This is Bilal signing off. Until next time.